We are powerful beyond measure. Our light and the light of God and the love of God in us is so powerful, is our true strength. And when we come to know that, we are unstoppable. Even the ego that may show up, even the voice that may continue to talk to us and say certain things, we can recognize it. We can discern it. We can say, oh, look, interesting. Look what I'm telling myself here. Or look what this voice, because I know now that this voice is not who I am. There will always be moments where things will feel scary or feel uncomfortable. This is what this video is about. The ego will always, always try to keep you, quote unquote, safe in small, little, the opposite of what you are. And we're breaking away from all of that. And so this new endeavor that I'm doing is also breaking away from that. And I make this video because I'm also ready, not only to share it and invite you if you feel aligned and called to it, inspired by it, to join me, but more so to show you what happens in the background when you do step forward to something new. What fears come up, what things and thoughts come up to keep you little. We are not here to be little, folks. Hello, familia. I'm coming on here. I haven't made a video in a while, and I really have something on my heart that I want to share. And it's about right now in my life, I'm moving forward in a new endeavor, and I'm so excited. I'm obviously a little scared too, because that's part of the excitement. They literally say that biologically in our body, excitement and fear, right, or feeling scared and feeling excited, it's literally the same biological response. It's the difference is how we're seeing it, our perspective, our interpretation of what's happening. Do I see it as something scary, or do I see it as something exciting? Because in our body, it's showing up the same way. Isn't that interesting? So I'm coming on here to make this video because I want to talk about how we can use literally anything, any project that we're doing, any collaboration that we have, any new endeavor, any job, any relationship, literally anything in our life. I talk about this. Spirituality is our life. It is everyday life. And so the enlightenment journey is not just found in a cave anymore. It's applying it. It's opening your heart and letting your light shine in all the spaces that you enter, in all the projects that you put forward, in all the relationships, collaborations, and even work relationships that you step into and that you have. Because there is where the real work is. There is where the mind will, come. And when I say the mind, remember we have a split mind, and we have the spirit mind, the mind of love, and the ego mind. That is what we're being taught. The Course in Miracles is teaching us so that we can have this clarity of perspective, right? Going back to the perspective of excitement and then fear. 222, as I say that. Is it excitement? Is it fear? This dual aspect. But in the end, the decider is us. We decide how we look at it. Are we looking at it through the spirit mind, through the mind of love, of grace, of containment, right? Of welcoming? Or are we looking at it through the mind of fear, separation, rejection, doubt? Two very different spaces. And yet, it will define how we act. It will define how we show up. It will define how we see the world. So going back to any project, anything that you're stepping into, any new space, whatever it may be, whether you're starting the project or you're helping in it, or you're starting a new class, this is the space where we practice spirituality. It's in your everyday. It's in these moments. Specifically, this video is specifically about when you're starting something new and you're stepping into something new. Whether you created it, you're helping out with it. This is, I see 333 as I'm speaking. And I think of 333, sorry, a little side note. I just think of 333 and it's just like, it's me, my brother, and God. It's this Trinity, right? And God being the Spirit, the whole truth of who we are. And then our brothers, a reflection of who we are. And then ourselves, which is, and all of them are one and the same. When we begin to go deeper and understand spiritual truths deeper, we understand that they're all interconnected and one and the same. They're all leading us to each other. Each one is leading us to the other. And so, speaking of my new project and endeavor, I'm starting something that I've felt scared to start because I know it breaks with tradition. I know it breaks with institutional teaching and all these ideas. Let me take this thing down. It's making this noise. And so it feels scary. And yet I know already, even just from showing up here on YouTube in the last 3 months, there will always be moments where things will feel scary or feel uncomfortable or feel like, hey, like that voice will come in and be like, well, I mean, it doesn't really matter anyway, or who's going to care, all this kind of stuff. And this is what this video is about. The ego will always, always try to keep you, quote unquote, safe in small, little, the opposite of what you are. And our goals and I don't say goals as something that we have to attain, because I've really let go of the idea of goals. When you really awaken to the love of God and the truth of who you are, you understand that your only goal is God. Your only goal is true love, the state of love. And then we use everything in our life, projects, relationships, work, our children, our family relationships, literally everything, being on the street, driving, as a practice to get closer to the truth of who we are, which in essence is who we are in God. That is what we're trying to attain. And we're not attaining it because it's far from us. We're attaining it because it's within us. And we've had all these blockages and beliefs, things, programming that have been keeping us small, right? And the ego is part of that story, part of the story of fear, of separation, of doubt. That is like the motor that runs it. And that's also a part that's been within us because we've carried it for generations, right? Our families have carried it with belief systems. Our collective, our society have carried it with rules and dogmas, and we're breaking away from all of that. And so this new endeavor that I'm doing is also breaking away from that. And it's breaking away because I'm bringing two worlds that in many of our minds might be very separate, right? But they're not. And they've completely merged in me. And I'm ready to share it with the world, right? I'm ready to share this project with the world. And I make this video because I'm also ready not only to share it and invite you, if you feel aligned and called to it, inspired by it, to join me, but more so to show you what happens in the background when you do step forward to something new. What fears come up, what things and thoughts come up to keep you little. We are not here to be little, folks. Yeah, there's that beautiful quote by Marianne Williamson in her book, A Return to Love, that she says, our greatest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our greatest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. We are powerful beyond measure. Our light and the light of God and the love of God in us is so powerful, is our true strength. And when we come to know that, we are unstoppable. Even the ego that may show up, even the voice that may continue to talk to us and say certain things, we can recognize it. We can discern it. We can say, oh, look, interesting. Look what I'm telling myself here. Or look what this voice, because I know now that this voice is not who I am. I used to believe it. This used to be the standard. I used to hold back. I used to stop talking to people. I used to, because of this. And now I recognize its lies. I recognize that it is not who I am, and I continue to step forward. And so this endeavor that I'm starting is worship yoga. It's bringing the world of yoga and the world of worship in one, keeping God at the center, right? As the focus, as the goal, our relationship with God and Jesus as a way shower of the heart, right? An unconditional presence of love that is living now and guiding us every day. If we are open to his mind of love that is opening us, is unchaining us, yeah? It is freeing us from the chains and thoughts of the world and the concepts of who we think we are and who we've been told we are and we are not. And so, yeah, worship yoga is just a practice that I want to bring forward. I've been doing it myself, for myself, and it just, it touches my heart. It opens my heart. Sometimes I'm crying, but it's just activating the body. And really the idea is to go beyond the body and into the spirit of who we are, using the body as a tool, as an instrument, as a channel to communicate with that source, to devote, to be in pure devotion. So if that's something that you're interested in and would like to join me, I will put the link below. And we're going to start doing it Saturdays. I'm still figuring it out. This is just the beginning. There's a amazing special price for the launch. So if you start with me in this special price, it'll lock you in for the monthly subscription. So check that out, all the details. If you just want to try one class, there's also an option for that. But I want to make this affordable, available to everyone, and I want to flow in devotion with you. If that is something that resonates, let me know. Write it here. And let's meet on the other side and do this together, so we can do this with like-minded souls, so we can break concepts and really come to the heart, which knows no concept, which knows no division, no condition. And we can do that together. So let's remember our purpose, no matter what it is that we're doing in the form, and be prepared to expose the ego. Be prepared to hear voices that are going to tell you, maybe don't do it. Who's going to want to do it anyway? Only this amount has signed up. It's going to be a really small class. I will be there for 3 people if they show up, right? I will be there for 1 person. I do it for myself and it fills my heart, and I cannot wait to serve in this capacity. So let it be what it is. We listen and follow, and we let everything else fall into place. And we stay vigilant to the truth, to the love, to the kingdom of God. We stay vigilant because we are aware that there is a voice, a pattern, an old energy, mental part that comes in, creeps in, and tries to maintain us little, but we do not allow it. We do this together. We walk together. Write down in the comments, we walk together, and we got this. We are here to support each other and to remember the light that we are. Remember what we truly, truly want above all else. All right, friends, if you're interested in joining me for worship yoga, write it in the comments. And also, I'm going to put the link. You can check out everything there. And is there anything else I am forgetting? And like and subscribe if you're here up until now. My name is Steph. Thank you for being here. This is Spirit-Led Steph, a life led by the Spirit, including you too. Love you all.